I was going to go see the Barbie movie.
You saw it?
Well, yeah. I
Tell
Oh,
this
saw. I
fucking
did the whole
story.
Barbenheimer experience.
I need you to spoil the of it for me. Can
I
we do
need
a
you to
spoiler?
No, I'm
not.
not
I'm
gonna
doing. I
spoil
need you
it
to not.
on
I'm
the
doing it this
air.
weekend.
Wait, what were you talking about again? I forgot. Freedom, that was quite juicy.
Thank you. I can just regularly burp. Like I can just like do it without. What is that called? Like you can whatchamacallit? You can burp on command or whatever. Here, let me see.
Sounds hot.
Oh,
Dog, are you?
I was gonna say, if you try that
You-
one more time, you're throwing up.
that one was kind of bad.
Chill out, brother. Oh my god, dude.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Forgettable, the show that will make you forget where you are, what you were doing, and why you were listening in the first place. My name is Freedom, and I am today's host. Joining me today are my two friends, Enyo and Crow. What's up, y'all?
What's up? Hey, I have a
Going
story.
on?
Okay, I didn't ask for your fucking story yet, but go right ahead.
I have a story to share.
Go ahead.
So today, at the grocery store, I found a Magic the Gathering sponsored Hot Pocket.
Dude, I've actually seen those.
Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I impulsively bought them.
Did it taste good?
I don't
I
even
did
like
too at the
Hot
time.
Pockets that much,
Wait,
but I wanted the
so
points. I felt like
it
a
was
kid
sponsored
again.
in what way?
Like where you get when you open it, you can redeem like a code for an exclusive content thing. You know, like Call of Duty does it all the time with Doritos and stuff.
Yeah. That's actually like a 5-head sponsorship because the main people that eat Hot Pockets are 100% like Hearthstone players, Magic the Gathering players, and stuff like that.
what are you saying about us?
You're fat.
Okay, how many Hot Pockets do you have in your freaking freezer right now?
Well, I ate them all.
See?
I have a
Case in
box, but
point.
I haven't opened them.
Case
I
in
just
point.
bought them today. I just wanted the points because I wanted to feel like a kid again whenever you
Sure.
bought like the box of Cheez-Its for your Minecraft points or the, stuff like that. I remember when cereal had toys in it. Those were the good days.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I was gonna say though, like, I feel like I never bought anything as a child for like the redeeming points or like anything like that
BS.
aspect, right? No, I like 100% I never did.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
believe
I
you.
understood that there was advertising on like Mountain Dew and stuff like that until
I am so sure that when Reach came out, you bought whatever food came with it. Like it was like, oh, Honey Nut Cheerios, but they have, Halo Reach on it. I'm sure you bought it.
ah,
Maybe you
I
didn't
really
redeem
didn't.
it, but I'm sure you bought it.
I really didn't. I mean, well, it was also a thing of like I never went to the grocery store really with like my parents. I mean, I did when I was a kid,
I was gonna
but
say
like past the
how.
time whenever I could like be on my own, I never did.
Oh no, I'm
'Cause
talking about kid. I'm talking about like I got those redeemable things when I was a kid. Pop-Tarts did it all the time.
like I would get Pop-Tarts, but I wouldn't notice that there was the character or anything on it.
Well, I'm
I
sorry your
was
childhood sucked so bad.
well, no, I was my vision was clouded to like branding and advertising at a young age. You know, I just didn't even see it.
I see.
But
That's my story.
after that riveting story of Magic the Gathering Hot Pockets, again, a match made in heaven for sponsor and branding wise. You got anything, Crow?
For what specifically?
Just like anything cool happened to you?
Um, no, not too much.
Sick. Well, anyways, so we're gonna like get into the topic and stuff like that later, but I thought I'd bring back an old thing that we did before where it's a sort of this or that. What would win in a fight, right? Just to start off
God,
today's discussion.
I wish this would
Again.
end.
And today we are going to discuss what would win in a fight, a dolphin or a great white shark.
Shark, hands down. Next question.
A dolphin or a shark?
Yeah, a dolphin or a shark.
Shark. Next question.
Well, why?
For
Because
discussion.
so here's the thing.
Next
that
question,
I initially
sure.
thought.
Next question.
I'm sorry. Who's the fucking host of today? I'm sorry. I understand that you've not won any fucking weeks so far, Enyo, but you can't just make yourself host in the middle of someone else's
I didn't
episode.
make
That's not
myself
how it
host.
works.
I'm trying to move on to the next question because it's obviously a shark.
Well, okay, but let me explain.
Sharks
right?
have
Stop
teeth,
reading into
dolphins
it.
do not.
Freedom, what are you doing?
Allow me to explain. So
Okay.
I initially thought shark, hands down, easy, no problem. But
Uh-huh.
then you have to think about one, the agility of a dolphin, two,
Mhm.
the brain of the dolphin, and there are numerous clips online of dolphins fending off shark attacks due to like them knowing the pressure point on sharks to like get them to deter them away and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So it's within the realm of possibility, right? And it's not even a low possibility because you can see how many times like they defend against shark attacks that a dolphin could very feasibly win that fight.
So with the premise of the question that you asked, I did a Google search, and if the dolphin were to be alone, the shark would win.
Okay, it's just we don't have to just pull in Google. All of these things that you guys are like we did this with like the bears and stuff like that too, right?
Mhm.
We're like, well, Google says this, so it is this. That's not the point. The point is that we discuss.
Yeah, why let the facts get in the way of a good discussion, am I right?
Right. Let's just talk about how like this
Let's just
dolphin
make
can.
stuff up. Let's make it up.
You know,
Let's
if the
be
dolphin
completely wild with it.
were to shove an AK-47 in his blowhole, he would definitely win.
Sharks don't
Okay.
have blowholes, Mr. fucking Google.
No, I said
He
dolphin.
was talking about the dolphin.
You said if the dolphin were to he would kill. Okay.
The dolphin is holding an AK. Now, can AK shoot underwater? Maybe. Hang
see
on.
what
Hang
you-
on.
question.
Maybe I went too far. Maybe it has to be like a harpoon gun or
There is
something.
significant impedance to the bullet underwater.
Yeah,
I know that
probably
because I've
wouldn't.
seen the movie John Wick, or was it John Wick 2? I forget.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna pull up a Google search on this. Let's
Let's
see.
ask Uncle G. Let's ask Uncle G about this. He'll know.
Can guns shoot underwater?
Now, if a
It
dolphin
diminishes the accuracy and the speed.
if a dolphin and a shark were to get into a shootout underwater, who would win?
Okay. If a dolphin and a shark
Well, then the shark
were
clears.
to get into a shoot,
Shark bodies, no
who
question.
wins? It seems G does not have that answer.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Well,
I
your
think that's-
Google can't figure out.
You know,
everything
everything says sharks win.
Yeah, my money is on the shark for this one.
Yeah. Apparently in pods, dolphins are dangerous, but by itself, it's getting messed up.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question.
I really am
Good try,
irritated at you today.
I can't even.
You're just
begin.
getting zesty and fucking feisty every week that you lose. Every single
That is
week.
not true. Last week
That
I
is
wasn't
100%
feisty at
true.
all. Last week I was such a beautiful saint.
Do you want to go to the end of last week's episode?
We talked about AI
You were-
and
you were-
robot
You get kind of
rules.
disrespectful that episode.
I don't I don't think so.
When you
course you don't think
freaking
so.
interrupted me 5 times at the end of the episode.
Look, why can't you move on? Okay, this is a new week, new podcast.
God damn, it seems like you're the one who's fucking stuck in Loserville. Jesus Christ.
God.
Oh.
Anyways, well, I wanted to talk about that a little bit more, but I guess not.
No,
I'll reevaluate.
please.
No, it's okay.
What
I'll tell a
points?
story about.
No,
I'll tell.
what points do you
suck
have
up.
in favor of the dolphin? What
I
further discussion do you have for that?
I had that. We could have talked about the singular versus group setting, but apparently Google has answered all those things for you, and you need no other
Crow literally
discussion.
asked in the beginning, "Is it one dolphin versus one
I
shark?"
said that
and you
because
said
we
yes.
could have said, because we would have established with one, we would have discussed that, and then we would have said, okay, what about then in groups?
In groups, the shark is getting messed up. But I said that. Google said that.
That's
Well,
and that's
now
what
let's discuss this. Are sharks mammals?
No, they're fish.
Are dolphins mammals?
Yes.
I still think the shark takes it then.
What? Go ahead.
Because the dolphins need to go up for air.
Hang
They're
on.
mammals. They breathe air.
Yeah, but it's not like the shark can just like restrain them. They're not gonna like hold them back.
Yeah, but they're also not gonna.
It's gonna
So look,
suffocate them.
dolphins. Yeah, the dolphins can't suffocate the shark. The shark lives underwater. The dolphins need to go up for air, and they have no natural weapons. They don't have as advanced natural weapons as the shark does.
Yeah, sharks got razor sharp teeth. Rows of
Yeah,
them.
Yeah,
got
but like
teethies.
communication.
And sharks are bigger. What is he? But you said one. What is he, sonaring himself?
I thought we just changed it to the group.
We are now talking about a theoretical
We
group, a
just
pod
changed
of
it.
dolphins.
Oh, well, I said the pod would win.
No, I'm challenging that. I think it's a shark.
No, because pods can circle him and confuse him and daze him. I mean,
But what are
fish-
they going to do? How are they going to get the kill? They
They
can't.
can just
He's
ram into him with their noses.
They don't have ramming
Yeah, they just beat
capabilities.
Yeah, they do. That's how they deter the attacks in the first place.
Yeah, I saw a picture of a dolphin ramming the shit out of a shark.
Yeah, you hit him in the nose.
Yeah, a human will punch shark in the nose. You know where they do that? Over the water.
No,
Have you ever tried to
it
throw a punch
definitely
underwater?
happens underwater.
They look, dolphins and sharks both swim very fast. I mean,
Yeah.
like if you get hit by a boat, you're dead.
I can punch a shark and make it let go of me. I can't punch a shark to death. I don't think even
You could-
20 dolphins.
Okay, but that's
could
like saying
punch a
you
shark
can't-
to death.
That's like saying you can't beat a person to death.
Yeah, but you
You
can't
can absolutely
swim
beat
very
birds to death.
fast. Dolphins aren't punching, they're swimming at it. It's like ramming. You know?
I think it's an untenable method of killing a shark. That's all.
Here, I have
Even if it's an
another.
organized pod of 20
What does
dolphins.
untenable mean?
I have another hypothetical to satisfy Hudson's question.
Infeasible.
Can I know what untenable means first?
Absolutely not. Anyways, my
Not
hypothetical
able to just-
situation
whatever.
is
He's not going to stop talking, so just better just let him go.
can sharks fly?
Yes. Depending.
Can dolphins fly?
No. To my knowledge, there has never been a movie called Dolphinado.
All right, I think we have our answer.
Yeah, it's the shark.
Yep. Pop culture wins again.
That it does. You can't stop the power of Hollywood.
That's true.
But so I was gonna try and find a transition somewhere, but I'll just go into it. Okay, so I have a story. So this past weekend, I finally became an adult this weekend.
Did
Right.
your balls drop?
That happened last weekend.
Ah,
Yeah.
congratulations, man.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate
got
it.
hair now?
One.
Oh,
It's just, I'm sorry. Oh, Just freaking sick.
I think you
Anyways,
need to stop before Brooke gets in trouble.
gets in trouble.
He's over 18.
Allegedly.
True. Allegedly.
What do you mean allegedly?
Did we get his paperwork? I don't know if we got his paperwork.
Last weekend, I was going to go see the Barbie movie.
You saw it?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I did the whole Barbenheimer experience.
I need you to spoil the shit out of it for me. Can we do a
spoiler?
spoil?
No, I'm not going to spoil it.
I need you to not.
on
I'm
the
doing it this
air.
weekend.
Yeah.
Spoil warning.
No, we're not doing that. We're not spoiling it.
But
And are you capable of shutting the fuck up for 5 minutes? 5, please. Let this man
Okay, fine.
go.
But
all right, cool.
In a side point, though, both Barbie and Oppenheimer, so good. Such good movies. Have neither of you seen either of them?
I have not seen either of them.
Okay.
I've heard amazing things.
Yeah, they are both very great for different reasons. And I'm going to see both of them again. Well, I already saw Barbie twice because I had two different groups that wanted
I heard
to see it.
Oppenheimer bombed in Japan.
It sure did. The correct statement actually grammatically is Oppenheimer bombed Japan. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So last weekend I was running late to seeing Barbie. I was supposed to pick up my friend and all that stuff, right? And so I'm driving fairly fast, and then there's a guy that's in front of me, and he's going 10 miles below the speed limit. So I get on him a little bit. I can finally pass him. Go ahead, pass him. I stay on the accelerator. And I was on the highway previous to this, right? So I was used to going a little faster, comparatively. And then, to put that part of the story, long story short, right? I see on the right side as I'm flying down at 60 miles per hour, a black Mustang pull out of a fire department parking lot and hit his lights on, and I got my first ticket this past weekend. Took that step into adulthood, right? Finally got pulled over for speeding after 5 successful years of being a professional racer down these suburban streets. And he also got me for a since I haven't updated my license since I moved to my new place, he got me for failure to change address as well, which was another pretty penny that was tacked on top of that. But why I wanted to bring this story up, right, as tragic as it is that I was thinking about it afterwards, and I was like, if I had left 1 minute sooner or later, that probably wouldn't have happened to me, right? Because I would have maybe stopped at like a different light on the way, or I would have not gotten trapped behind that car, which means I wouldn't have been going as fast. All of those different things, right? So, because of that one thing that I left at that exact moment, or did those specific actions, that consequence happened, right? It was like a ripple effect sort of thing. So, the theme for today's show is just one thing, right? So, doing just one thing differently, or leaving just that 1 minute later, or whatever, right? Could have potentially created like a massive change, and I wouldn't have had to pay $400 and have to take defensive driving, right?
You have to
So,
take defensive driving?
so I'm doing the deferred adjudication or disposition thing, whatever it is. So that way I can get that ticket taken off of my record, so that way my insurance doesn't go up. So I had to pay in full, and I have to take defensive driving since I'm below 25.
So you say insurance instead of insurance. That's interesting. Oh, by the way,
Isn't that the word?
hold on.
Insurance?
Enyo, you can talk now.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Anyway, it's insurance, not insurance.
But
Yeah. No,
isn't
just
it
accept it. It's
Sounds
okay.
like
hold on.
It's okay. Shh, shh, shh.
Leviosa.
It's okay.
isn't it spelled INSUANCE? Insurance?
Insurance.
What the hell did you spell at the end there?
Or wait, hold on. Oh, I just typed it in. Whoops, sorry. INSURANCE.
That sounds right. Insurance.
Insurance.
The inflection you used in the beginning was insurance.
Yeah,
And-
because there's in at the beginning of it.
yeah, but it's insurance, not insurance.
It's just
said
like
my-
how you say
says
So
taco.
then yeah. Well, you don't. First of all,
Yeah, down here we do. We call it a taco.
you call it a taco.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't say insurance. So
But I don't
Anyway,
understand.
this
We're
has
saying
been-
the same thing.
This has been
on.
Crow's grammatical interruption.
Insurance.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
do you not hear the difference between insurance and insurance?
Barely.
It might be tone deaf.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Insurance. The inflection is different.
Yeah, I know the emphasis is slightly different, but it's literally the exact same word.
Yeah, but we speak American in this country, and you need to respect that. It's insurance.
I'm speaking clear as day, good old Texas Lone Star American over here.
Well, we don't say insurance like some yank. Okay?
Actually, I feel like it's more of a Texas thing to go like insurance.
Yeah, just put the inflection on both. Okay.
Yeah. Insurance.
Yeah, my daddy was telling me the other day I gotta give me some insurance.
Insurance.
The lesson that I'm hearing that you took away from your experience was that you need to leave earlier or
Well, no.
later.
It's not that like that's the lesson I learned from the experience of like leaving earlier or later. I'm saying like I
So you
was
learned no
thinking about it.
lessons, is
Well,
what
no,
you're saying.
I was
You're gonna do the
thinking
same
about
thing
it
again.
after the fact. Well, just give me a second, bro. What I'm saying
Please.
is like because I left at that specific time, you know, like those were the series of events that happens. But if I did potentially leave like a minute later or earlier, a completely different set of circumstances could have happened
Do you regret
that
not
would have
leaving
resulted in me like
earlier
not
or
getting
later?
a ticket.
He's talking
You know?
about the butterfly effect.
I know what
Yeah,
he's talking about.
exactly.
He's over-explaining it. Do you regret
Well,
not
I'm
leaving earlier or
explaining
later?
the story. What?
Do you regret not leaving earlier or later?
It sounds like he
Well-
doesn't. It sounds
well,
like he's
given
just
that I-
saying the universe fucked him.
He said
Well,
he
no,
learned no lessons from this. so-
Yeah.
Guys, stop fighting me.
He
Stop fighting
said
me.
that if he would have left, 1 minute earlier or later, then he wouldn't have had to pay that
I'm
fine and
just
get
saying-
pulled over.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it was an interesting thing to
You
think
are
about.
marveling at the causality of the universe. We get it.
Yeah.
But do you wish you had left earlier or later?
I mean, knowing what the potential consequences of me leaving at this time was, then yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's not the act of speeding, it's the act of what time he left.
Why are you guys giving me a fucking parent spiel?
We're not.
Why-
We haven't even accused you of doing anything
You're
bad.
like, you're sitting here like, oh, look who got for speeding.
We didn't actually say any of that. Well,
That's
we're trying to
exactly what
ascertain
you're doing.
what are you
Son?
coming away with.
Son, listen now. You need to leave.
You've started
Early
three
enough.
different accents.
I'm trying to do Crow's dad.
I can't determine your ethnicity, Father.
I'm trying to do your dad. I'm sorry.
You're changing cultures on me.
No, son. I can't do it.
No, you can't.
Does your dad have Hulu yet?
HBO, and yes, and no, it's Max.
Okay. Oh. I think that is an interesting way to look at it. However, you aren't admitting guilt here, and I think.
I
think the
admitted
less-
guilt so I could pay the ticket.
Yeah, I know how that works. It sucks. I have a similar speeding story. I don't know if It's not necessarily the topic, but
I mean, you could say it if you want.
okay.
I'm not here to judge.
So I left my college apartment, like I guess I left late or something, and I flew down the road that I normally go and got pulled over and got a ticket. I think I was going like 50 and a 30, and ended up making it to class on time, even with getting the ticket.
Nice.
It was such a weird revelation because I was like, wow, I could have driven slowly and still gotten there on time. Yeah, it's weird.
Well, that was always my mentality of like, it's not worth the speeding, you know, to potentially get held up or whatever.
True.
But I, like, in that particular instance, like I said, it was just because I had been driving on the highway and I'm just used to city driving, and the minimum like speed on everything is 45, you know? I was just used to going at that speed. So my body was naturally like wanting to go faster just because that's the part of town that I'm in, you know? So it wasn't necessarily intentionally that I was going 17 miles over the speed limit, you know?
Jesus.
Well, I mean, in Texas, like you're allowed to legally go 5, so it's technically only 12.
I don't think that applies to all roads.
Or to me.
I mean, maybe not. Probably
I'm not even
but
sure if that's a thing. I am pretty sure. Hang on. I'm not going to talk out of my ass. I'm going to give me a second. You guys talk. I'm going to look this up.
This man does not make a move without consulting Google.
Exactly.
He
Look,
does nothing without
don't-
looking it up.
I don't want anybody to come after me for me talking out of my ass.
I need your
I'm
opinions
sure.
fact checked, please.
I'm sure that we'd look back in his Google and see what would win in a fight, Pokemon or lions.
Fact checked and peer reviewed. Well, we answered that question definitively a couple
Yeah, we
podcasts
did.
ago,
We did.
and it was I think it was the Lions because there were 1 billion of them.
I still hang on to the fact that the Pokemon would win just because of like
I'm just
literally
gonna say,
magic.
I'm just gonna emphasize the word billion again and then drop it.
Literally magic.
Billion.
But it's all right.
Billion.
Can control the Earth's
Billion.
environment.
So Google has told me, and I have two different things. I have ABC News and I also have StephenLaw.com, and both told me that no matter what you heard, there is no legal speeding in Texas. It is just something that somebody spread around.
Well, yeah, but like you look on the highway and everything like that, or like look on any road, everyone goes 5 over.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's legal to go 5 over.
Yeah, but you're not
The
going to
cop
get
can
stopped
get
for
you
going
for
5
1
over.
over. Oh, yes, they can, and they will.
If everybody around is going 5 over, that's the pace, then no one is going to get pulled over.
That's not true. He can pick whichever one he wants to.
It doesn't matter if everyone's breaking the law. He can.
Yeah, he can single you out.
Cops can do whatever they want. They don't have to follow laws. Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay,
So,
well,
get that through your
you're
head.
kind of right there. Yeah.
Now we're getting
You
back
wanna
into
know
the
what ticks me
freaking
off?
robot territory.
You want to know
What grinds
ticks
your
me off?
gears?
Yeah, it really grinds my gears. This should have belonged on Peeves. I just now thought of it. I hate when you're driving down a road and a police officer is next to you, and you are very aware that there is a cop next to you, and so you're driving well. And this cop speeds past you and then cuts over into your lane with no blinker. None whatsoever.
Never experienced
He
this.
doesn't
This
have
sounds
Me neither.
very specific.
lights on or anything. I don't. Maybe
might-
it's just the cops around here, but they
Yeah, it's
do
probably
not give a
local
fuck.
to you.
They drive like laws don't apply to them.
I know the area you live in is very cop centric, and I feel like that's an artifact of that environment.
That's honestly probably true.
I mean, it's also probably just like you drive around cops enough that, like, occasionally one will do that.
Oh no, this is a reoccurring
dozens.
thing. This is a theme amongst the area. So I know from, I guess, experience doing a job where you're driving a lot, that when you do drive a lot, you tend to drive shittier. And you will see that trend a lot with people who commute. They typically speed. Unless you're just like
I wouldn't say
one of those.
speeding is shittier.
Well, I mean, you're not driving like safe or like you're supposed to. But
You guys are such whips. There's no shot that you guys drive the speed limit. There's
I
no
speed all the
shot.
time, but I don't get punished for it.
occasionally like, I mean, it's not like all the time. Okay. Every day on the way to work and the way back, yes.
Yeah, you're sitting here acting like, gosh, all these people speeding. They're
Yeah, but I
so
use my
unsafe.
blinkers. Like, I'm not just
Okay, so
cutting
that's
over without a
doing the
blinker.
bare minimum of the rules of the road.
It's not. That is not the bare
It
minimum.
is.
A cop will pull you over for blinkers. They're super strict about blinkers. It's the easiest way to search your vehicle is for you
I
to
would
not
say
use a blinker or
the
your lights
bare
being out.
minimum of driving is using your blinker.
I think it's being able to see, but that's just me.
I think it's staying on the road.
I'm just saying, like assuming that you can drive, you know.
You should
Like
use
I
your
think
blinker.
it's like,
Yeah, I think it's more of a
well, like,
suggestion
yeah.
around here. Like,
Hmm.
even if you're at a four-way stop and you want to go left, you don't need to put that left blinker on. People have to stop for you anyways. They're not going to try to attempt to understand where you're going.
Well, if it's like a green arrow, you go to the left. I mean,
I said stop, but not an arrow. Anyways,
but what are you talking about?
I wasn't talking about lights. I was talking about like stop signs where you have to signal or you should.
Oh,
Because it's
I didn't
not
know.
implied.
I just assumed that you were saying you stopped and like not like stop sign.
Got you. Yeah, I hate that. I also hate when cars use blinkers stupidly. Like
What do you
leaving
mean?
it on the whole time when you're driving down like a frontage road where there's a lot of
Well,
turns. So
I will
now
say, I mean,
I just don't go in front of people even when their blinkers on. I'm just like,
I mean,
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna turn or not.
I will say, I mean, they never do that intentionally. I've never done it intentionally that I do that. I've done it like a few times sporadically that I can remember, you know? And every single time I just look at it and I go, whoops. It's not like I was intentionally leaving
I don't
my blinker
understand how that's unintentional. It blinks. It makes noise. I understand if it's
on. Yeah, and I
broken.
listen at like 20 volume on my uh like playlist. I don't hear it.
I see you're jamming.
Quite.
Yeah.
Krog, you haven't shared anything. Why don't you share something?
About cars?
No, about his topic, my man.
You didn't
Which one
even
was that?
follow the topic.
We have several. We were talking about cars recently.
We were
What is
talking
the
about.
actual topic? The butterfly effect?
Yeah, I
The
think so.
topic was like it was like, you know,
It was a much
like just
stupider
doing
way to
one
put
thing.
butterfly effect.
I was telling a story and I weaved it into the story. That's what I did. That's called storytelling. That's a narrative.
Causality, really. I mean, that's a very, very broad thing. Like,
Yeah.
today I didn't blow up a hospital. I could have, and my life would be much different. But I didn't. So
Well,
that's
I feel like that's
just
like
a little fun like thing for you, you know?
You gotta
Like,
take your small victories where you can, you know.
exactly.
You didn't blow up a
I
hospital.
didn't.
don't let those intrusive thoughts win.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. I didn't have
I mean,
many could have like head of a pin, turn right, turn left moments.
You can't
Any
think of like
decisions like
one
that.
moment in your life where it's just like, if I had just
Everything
done
could have gone
something
differently.
a little differently.
No. I mean,
Okay, I
my
mean, you
life's
can go back
taken a
into
pretty
history.
decisive course. I
You can
might
like
regret being on this podcast, but other than that,
this one specifically.
I could have just like played video games instead.
Yeah.
But I chose to be here tonight with you guys. And maybe I could have gone online and I start getting into voice chat. I start talking to people, and then maybe a girl comes on, and we're like, "Oh my god, it's a gamer girl!" And we all laugh it off, but then we start talking, and then she's actually like really nice, and then we hit it off, and we start like playing more over the days, over the months, and then we exchange like contact information, and we start actually like hitting each other up on Discord, and then we get to know each other, and then we like verify that we're actually real, and then eventually she like, oh, she lives sort of in my area, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so crazy, and then we like meet up, and then, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that would never happen.
That is crazy. Do you imagine that
never
happening?
That would be
Sounds like a
something.
love story.
I know, and I'll never know that because I'm here with you guys. talking about
Wow.
cars.
Wow.
And isn't it great?
You hear that?
Isn't it awesome?
Jesus.
I feel so fulfilled.
Isn't it
Here.
great what we do here?
I'm gonna fill you. I have one.
All right, but
I have a
like-
story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hang on. I decided to chew ice, and now my mouth's really cold.
Spit it
No,
out.
we'll wait.
Spit it out.
No, it's okay. Just let him finish.
Okay. I swallowed. I don't spit like freedom.
What is all of the smoke coming at me for today? Like what?
Something was happening like 2 podcasts ago because I'm behind on editing and I'm still editing, and something about like gleeking or something.
Gleeking.
And Crow found it really annoying. I don't know. He said something about
Gleeking?
your mouth's real wet.
What? I spit in his face?
Something like that.
I don't remember that I found it annoying.
Yeah, you kind of yelled at him.
No, I don't think that's true.
Can you imagine?
He
that?
yells at me for a lot of things, but gleeking was not one of them.
Yeah.
I think it was
I yelled at him for
swallowing to
dumber
be
shit than
exact.
that.
But
Oh, might have been his
now
swallowing.
he remembers.
it wasn't leaking. It was just his
I know. I
swallowing.
was trying to just play on the words and make something similar.
Well, that's the wrong word.
I know, but it was supposed to be funny.
Wait,
but both y'all were just
were you
lost
trying to-
as hell.
Were you trying to be funny? Was that your attempt to
Yes,
be funny?
I was trying to be funny.
Bro, it's
Dude,
like when
you need
when
to-
earlier before we started recording, you said, "Oh, you guys didn't laugh at my joke," and we asked, "What was your
It
joke?"
wasn't
and
a-
you said, "Oh, Crow was getting over his arachnophobia." It's like, yeah, it
That's
was a
not
good thing.
He beat a spider off of him. To me, I was like, oh, let's make fun of
More like
his
he beat himself up
arachnophobia.
and the spider was there.
That's not how you make fun of you didn't say anything that made fun of it. You're just like, oh, you're getting over your arachnophobia. That's not a joke. Where's the funny?
Oh. Anyways,
You know what?
my story.
I should just take over your channel. I'm gonna be the new you. I clearly have at least an elementary grasp of humor and subverting expectations. Do you even know what that means? Subverting expectations?
Something I mean, you stuttered halfway through the words, so I couldn't really
Okay.
hear it.
All right.
Oh, now he's just going low. He's going low with that one.
So, anyways, my story. This one's a bit similar to Crow's story.
You found
Finding
on Discord.
love. Finding my Discord kitten. No, I didn't find a Discord kitten. But my current partner, we met in a lab. And one time I had the thought where I was like, when you think about it, that's really crazy that I met her in that lab, because when I was, signing up for classes, I chose a schedule and I, didn't have to go to that. I didn't even have to do whatever that lab was. I think it was zoology or something like that.
I remember that. It's zoology, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
And so it just kind of all fell into place. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of like that thing.
It's stuff like that, like you made one decision and it completely altered the direction like that, at least like that day went, and obviously like there were more subsequent decisions that happened off that,
Well,
it's
now
like,
it changed.
because you
like,
did that one thing.
Yeah, it changed like 6 years of my life.
Yeah,
Because I live
exactly.
with that person now.
I think
Right.
that's true. And yet, every single decision you make also does that every moment of time
Yeah.
that you exist.
Which
And that's
is
what I was
attribute
crazy.
towards.
we attribute significance to some of them because we like can sort of see the cause and effect and the changes that have taken place. But even like choosing what to have for breakfast one morning can have drastic multiversal effects, let's say.
That's true.
Mhm.
Could eat an egg. That egg has salmonella. Kills you.
Yeah,
Kills your
Yep,
family.
that's
multiversal right there.
multiversal death right there.
Yeah. Ends up killing the president through,
For sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess when you think about the butterfly effect and the different, I think I've never heard of that concept until
What concept?
the butterfly effect, until a game
Ah.
came out.
It was Life is Strange.
That is one of them, yes, but I had a better grasp on it on a different one where it was like a group of friends and they're surviving in a cabin. Is
Oh,
it The Last of Us
yeah,
or something?
no,
It's not
it's
The Last.
Until Dawn.
Yeah. And so basically, if you haven't played the game, the decisions you make, and it's like every single decision will radically change the ending. And so
Yeah.
it's like that sort of opened up my exploration into that thinking. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, let me look back at my life and analyze, what decisions I made or something. But I think Crow has a point that I'm only establishing importance to certain ones just because I can see the end effect.
Well, yeah, but like also, I mean, if you didn't sign up for that class, you just wouldn't have met that person.
Right?
Like that's just a fact.
Right?
I mean, you probably maybe could have gotten into another situation, but not a situation where you would have consistently seen that person.
I was in the same lecture.
Yeah,
However,
exactly.
she is a creature of habit and she sat in the same like chair every day. And I
think
showed
everyone
up
does that.
like right before class started every time. So I had to
Mhm.
sit in the back every day. And so I don't think it was until like one of the last weeks of class that she finally sat next to me. But
Oh, so
I
she
was
eyed you up. She
no,
made the first move.
she didn't even
She riz you
know.
up, bro?
She didn't even know that we were in the same lecture until I was like, "Oh, I saw you." But we knew
Where did you do this?
that we were in the same lab because I had made efforts to make myself known.
Efforts, huh?
Just like on the very first day, this story is kind of funny, but also makes me look like a cocky asshole.
You are.
We played. So just to give a little preference, back then I was pretty big, and I lifted pretty much all the time, more than I studied, and I knew it, and so I had somewhat of an attitude. But
Jesus.
I remember this, man. I remember this boy.
yeah, there's old folklores about him. But
Charlie Brown came for revenge.
it's like those memes that you see where they draw like Harry Potter, but he's super muscular or something. This is Charlie
Yeah.
Brown's glow up. But basically the very first day we did an exercise regarding genetics, and so we had to mate, air quotes, with other classmates to sort of cross our
I like in this
genes.
class.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
Can I go back to college?
I made it a game to go sit where because I noticed her on like the first day, when she walked by me and went and sat, and I made it a game to go sit in her chair because you had to get up and move, right, to go meet with people, and she ended up sitting next to me after I think we mated, air quotes. And
Gross.
gross. And I turned and looked at her and I said, "Hey, watch this. I will not leave this chair and I will mate with everyone else in this room." And she just laughed. And then like we continued the thing. And then whenever like the exercise was over, I was still in that chair and she came over to like want to sit in her chair again. And I thought it was hilarious.
And you said time to mate? Like, what? Like,
I
what?
said, screw this game. Let's get it on for real.
Damn.
No, I was
Christ.
playing this game of like watch
Rizzler over here.
watch my
Hell
dominance.
yeah.
And so basically I would just like point at someone from across the room and tell them to come over here so that we could do the mating.
Just imagining you're sitting there like freaking Voldemort with a wand, you know, but like the wand is just your extended finger, like you. No, it's like the Grim Reaper. You know that classic iconic view of the Grim Reaper. You know where he just looks at the person and he points.
It's
You
the
know,
Grim
as in like I'm
Reaper
here for
if the
you.
Grim Reaper played college football. Because I was about that size.
Oh, so just a complete fucking Chad.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Charlie Brown and Chad.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, that was that first experience. And then the rest of the class I would just like go to like if she because we would the class dealt with a lot of nomenclature and like classifications and stuff, and so you'd have to remember names and stuff like that. And so you'd like go look at the samples that they had around the room, and whenever she would get up to go look, I would just go up to go look at those ones. So it was definitely intentional. And but you know that all of that may never have happened if I didn't go to that. I mean, even things of like I transferred to this school, so
Right.
like I could have stayed in engineering and done that.
Yeah.
Granted, there were no girls in my engineering classes, so
So why be there in the first place?
exactly.
Yeah,
Am I right?
that's
Am I right? Am I right?
fucking lame.
Who needs a paycheck when you're getting? I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, but
Dude, 26 years ago, two moderately overweight people made a mistake, and now there's the Enyo Hawk Forgettable
did you just say
podcast.
moderately overweight? My parents were not overweight when they were younger.
He said moderately.
Are you saying you did this to them?
Yes, yes, they
Goddamn.
they got entrapped in the whole like you have to work now and you have kids and so you don't have time to exercise and do the things you like. We have to be sad and eat only out all the time.
True and real.
I mean,
Facts.
I get that, you know, that thing, but I also think it's just like people give up on their health and stuff. And once you let it get past a point, there's just no hopping back on that horse.
They got so much exercise equipment, though.
Yeah, that's called getting super motivated and then realizing how much of a journey it takes. They almost did lose. I mean, they like both got in super good shape when I lived in North Dakota.
Mm.
And at that point, my mom didn't work and she would like cook all the meals and she would like make healthier family meals, stuff like that. They were doing
Ooh,
really good. And then we moved back, and while you're moving, obviously you eat out a lot. So kind of went downhill again. It's tough getting older,
That does sound pretty tough.
being an adult.
What's also tough is the fact that, you know, the episode is ending soon and we do have to declare a winner, you know? So,
Jesus, I wasn't even paying attention.
yeah, I know. And you said you have your hard cut off, so
I
go ahead
do at 10, yes.
wrap things up here. But first, we have to decide who won. And going with what the theme was supposed to be, you know, we're going to play a little game revolving around that theme.
God,
Right.
more games.
And so
Can't we just go by effort? Crow didn't share shit.
I shared my feelings.
in the first, yeah, that counted for 1,000 times what you shared, okay?
Oh, okay. Favoritism.
Well, the first episode, literally, Crow read the spark notes for a book.
But his first story was so good. I mean, your story was good too. I
What
liked
story
your
are you talking
story.
about?
Our first episode was amazing.
It was a
Oh.
good episode.
I
But
really
I'm
like
just
it.
saying. I'm just saying.
Your
You
first
said
story was
that
when he threw
didn't
up.
share anything.
His
Yeah.
the
threw
the
up.
only story that I remember from no, I remember Boy Scouts for some reason, but the only story I remember from you was swimming across that lake.
Yeah, that was the Boy Scouts thing.
What else did you share? Because it was two
Uh,
stories.
Destiny.
Oh yeah, the
Crouching
shotgun,
Tiger.
the echolocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, gamer.
We're not enough episodes in to be dragging up stories from old episodes. So,
That's true.
to move forward into this one, we're going to be playing a game.
I'm ready.
And so,
Seven.
5. Remember, it's
a
5.
7.
classic. Crow wins this week's episode.
What? Wait.
You're like, I didn't want to win.
It's like right
Uh,
now. I didn't.
Psych.
Okay, good. Thank God.
But so, we're going to play a game where you can bring one item to a deserted island. Right.
Oh,
It's a moderately
Item.
sized island. You know,
Moderate.
it has some like standing, it has some like water on it that's not in the salt water, so it's like drinkable and all that stuff. It's a
Drinkable.
sustainable island. There's like, you know,
Okay.
animals, places for crops and stuff like that, right? That's not a concern with this island. You can bring one item to this island, and the catch is that you can only give me wrong answers. So one item, wrong answers only. Something that could potentially bring some utility, but is a little wacky. You know, it's like it's off meta, right? You give me your item, you explain the uses that you'll have for this item on the island, and after that point, we will I will decide which item brings more to the table, and that will be the winner.
okay. I got my item already.
Then go right ahead.
I think I want Crow to go first.
Okay.
No, you. Okay.
I can go. I can go, bro. I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna blow.
Well, pick
your
a number
item out of the
between 1
water.
and 10, and whoever wins that can go first.
Okay, fine. 3.
Crow.
5.
It was 5, so Crow goes first.
Yeah. It was.
Damn you!
Yeah, it's just how it is, man.
Oh, the cookie crumbles.
So,
only you had a second
obviously, I'm bringing my stream deck to the island.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Now think about it. On the
Okay.
off chance that I find on this island a complete setup with a PC and internet connection and a microphone, webcam, all that, I'm gonna need a fast way to like cycle through my different applications, different, macros, and the stream deck is gonna be so useful in that situation. Think about it. So that's an easy bring.
So, quick question: how are you gonna power your setup?
Well, I'd have to find like a source of electricity too. But like the chances of that are the same as the chances of finding anything else, Every statistic is 50-50 because either a thing happens or it doesn't, right?
That's
So,
actually not true.
There's a very good don't look that up. There's a very good there's a 50-50 chance, right?
Hang on, I'm looking that up.
50-50. No, don't do that. Don't do
We'll get
that.
Papa G in here.
Don't do that. There's a 50-50 chance, okay?
Okay.
So that's my pick.
Okay. You're bringing your stream deck in the case that you have a fully working electrified setup.
Yeah.
That you can do what? Game
stream
from?
from and
Stream
possibly call for help maybe. And
Oh,
I have to
okay.
I have to
See?
turn the little keys on the stream deck into numbers for a
See?
telephone.
Oh,
Okay.
There we
he
go.
could use the cord for, like fishing or something.
Yeah.
That's another possibility.
Actually, that is kind of a 5-head play, right? So like,
Mhm.
let's say, like, because you can create like a small amount of electricity from just like friction or whatever, right? Or from like let's assume there's like coconuts and stuff like that, right? You can like make electricity with that. I'm pretty sure.
He can
Am I
try.
wrong?
He can try.
But like, so the point that I was going to go with was, let's assume he could get this stream deck working, right? That makes him so easily spottable because it glows, right? So he can literally put on the deck, like click the buttons of like help or whatever, depending on how big the deck is.
It's pretty
He's
small.
not wrong. It's not
It
wrong.
is pretty small.
Yeah.
I would say
mean,
it's average.
I don't know
but-
if an airplane could see that, but it's possible.
Well,
He could swing it around and maybe it'll glint off the
It's a
sun.
decent
True.
size. It's a number of inches. You know.
Yeah.
It's not a
Like I said,
tiny.
it's average.
Okay.
All right, you ready for mine?
That's my pick. Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
I will bring Oksana.
What is that?
Please, for our viewers, elaborate on what Oksana is.
Oksana is a small silicone
Okay.
piece of equipment that is used for pleasure.
Personal relaxation.
Yes.
I still don't think I know what this is. Send it in Discord.
It's a
It is
pocket.
Freedom. It's a male massage device.
Yes, and
With an orifice.
Yes, it has a female
Marketed
spell
towards males.
body part,
How do
basically.
you spell it?
It's a noun, not a brand name or a. It's a name. He's named it. This is
Yeah.
a reference only he and I understand.
So why would you bring it?
Because that's what she's named.
It's very personal to him.
Wait. Are you saying that it's
From
like
Blue Mountain
like
State.
you picture this person?
It's not a person, it's a thing. Okay? And it's from Blue Mountain State.
How dare you
haven't
call
seen
it a
it.
thing?
Well, it's a piece in a show.
This isn't a this is a person.
No, it's not a person.
You really do need to see Barbie.
Okay.
Okay, that came out of left field.
Yeah, that did too. So you know what we're talking about now? How do I say that, Crow? I guess I
Yeah,
could say
I know
what it is.
correct.
I know
it's a
what it
pocket
is.
vagina. Does that help?
I know what it is.
Okay.
You did. I said I know what it is 5 times. I was more curious at who Oksana was.
That's her name, anyways. So
Okay.
uses for this device. Obviously, I can relax myself. You know, if there are any other inhabitants of this island, I can relax them in turn for food or shelter.
Dude, what?
I can also like flap it out like a bag and use it to carry, supplies and stuff.
I want you flapping it. That's kind of gross.
Okay, but so
And
after
it's-
multiple uses, this thing is gonna be disgusting.
I mean, to you, it's not disgusting
To
to me.
anyone.
No, she is special. Okay, and every time I shove my humongous
Okay. He's
I remember
quoting-
my
He's
dad.
quoting the show now. He's quoting it.
Okay.
So watch your mouth, Frosh.
You're not even getting the tonality.
Piece of
You gotta
plastic.
do it. You gotta commit. You gotta commit. All right.
So
It's like watching Tommy Wiseau trying to make movies.
Okay, hang on. I will. Let me get it.
yeah, go ahead. Try again.
Okay.
Is it Wiseau or Wiseau? Guy who made The Room? What an enigma that guy is. I'm sorry that he's holding us up in this competition
okay.
here.
I'm waiting for the bit to come full circle.
Okay.
It's not going to. This is an
I'm
Enyo
waiting.
bit. It's
You
going to
ready?
be underwhelming at best.
Piece of plastic? Every time I put my enormous dick into this pocket pussy, I think of my dad. So watch your mouth.
The line is, I remember my dad.
Oh, well, I just looked it up and it says I think of my dad.
No,
I think of my dad.
I have a very clear memory
I
of
think
the
of
line.
my
Anyway,
dad. I think of my dad.
his
I think of
pick
my dad.
is a fucking
Okay.
pocket pussy. Please make your
So-
determination.
No, it has multiple uses. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I can lay my case.
He thinks he's done. He thinks he's got it all figured out.
So
And it's not ideal,
is-
but I could use like sweat or spit or ocean water.
okay, we're done. Stop speaking.
I think you
God,
just lost it.
this is. I know you're gonna think I have a vendetta against you, but I didn't get the reference. I didn't see the show. Frankly, that was absolutely horrific. And quite honestly, Crow's unpowered stream deck gets more usage than your pocket pussy. So with that, Crow, you are the winner
Can I?
of today's episode. You were trying to throw. I knew
Can I
after
please-
your answer that you were trying to throw, and somehow Enyo went lower.
I don't want to host. I tried to give you the win. How did you fumble
Oh
the
my
bag that
God.
hard, Enyo?
Oh my god.
I
How do
didn't
you fumble
fumble
that?
any bag. I brought my best. I brought a quote.
That was not your.
It
That
was
your
for
best.
a thing that I haven't seen, and then you just hit it over and over again.
What do you mean? I still hit on like why I'm bringing it. I think that's a good
Yeah, but I
bring.
didn't get the reference.
So you don't need the reference.
It
you know
relied
what it is.
heavily. Okay, first of all, you introduced it by saying Oksana. Your entire pitch relied on context that wasn't given immediately. That right there is how you know it's not worth. Like if I were the one hosting the competition, it might have had more weight. I would have known instantly. Oh, okay, this because of that because of the show. Right, I got it. But you had to backtrack. You had to explain, and when you have to explain something in detail, it stops being funny.
Oh.
This is elementary comedy.
Well, Crow, you at least laughed. I heard a laugh from you, so that's all that matters to me, bud.
It was a scoff of disbelief.
That I brought it. Were you not expecting it?
I honestly don't know what to expect from you anymore.
That's good. That's good.
Definitely subverted expectations, finally. But as host, my word's final. Crow, I'm sorry.
Please,
Congrats.
You won again.
Congrats.
Dang it!
You keep going, champ. I can't
Um,
wait till next episode when you bring some fire.
Do y'all got anything you want to plug? Crow, since you won, you get to go first. Do you got anything you want to plug?
Be nice to someone today if you're hearing these words. Be nice to someone. Then be mean to like one person randomly.
It looks
Who
like
does
I'm
not
on the
deserve it.
receiving end of that one mean. God, I don't even know how to go forward from Oksana. I'm sorry. But Enyo, the loser, what you got?
Go watch Blue Mountain State. Very good show. And then hopefully, if you don't get that reference, you will get that reference. I guess go watch the Barbie movie because we keep talking about it. I'm gonna have to go see it now.
It is a great movie. And another thing that's great is seeing more of these episodes of the podcast. So remember to follow the podcast on YouTube by subscribing to Enyo Hawk's YouTube channel. That is all we have for today. And as always, this podcast has been forgettable.